Welcome, welcome, welcome to the weekly Wednesday live stream. Today's episode will not be terribly long. I'm just so tired. I'm just so busy doing a whole bunch of mom stuff today. So I'll talk about it more at the end of the stream. So this live stream, you know, it's this this episode tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very excited for. And I feel like I'm betraying the show by saying that. Yes, hello, Cookie. I know, I love you too. Hey, Michael. Hi, Blaze. It is so okay. Cooksy is as usual. Okay. Cooksy is as usual wanting the attention. So, um, you know, I was thinking about the episode tonight, and last night I was thinking about it, and I was also thinking about Raider. It's so great to have you too. Hi, baby. I was also thinking about the episode and the theories, and it just made me feel like I'm not excited for the episode tonight. And I was just curious if I'm the only one. Okay, Cooks, I get it. I get it, buddy. But this time I can't actually cut you out. I am so glad to have you, Cameron. Thank you for being here. Allie, it's great to have you too. Thank you so much. Blaze, I'm glad you're excited for this episode. Tad, thank you so much for being here. See, okay, so I want to. I used to love The Walking Dead. I mean, more of that I had to watch it every single Sunday night. I had to know what happened before it got spoiled, all that stuff. Okay. So then season 6 comes up of The Walking Dead, and I'm really excited because I'm a big fan of the comics. I've read the comics and I know what's going to happen. And so I'm wondering what the show is going to do differently, how they're going to change things. And as the finale of season 6 started approaching, I started to have sleepless nights. I was tossing and turning. I was just literally losing my mind because I wanted to know who was going to die that final episode of episodes, the finale of episodes of season 6 of The Walking Dead. And I was just so built up and excited, and then I watch the episode and then they drop it. They don't show you anything. And I was so pissed that at that point I was like, fuck The Walking Dead. Screw it. I am never going to listen. I'm never going to watch it ever, ever again. I was so mad at that season 6 finale. I mean, it literally seemed at that point that that season 6 was the one that they actually started to sell out. Sell out. Sell out is the best term. So when the same thing started to happen this past week of American Horror Story, I was wondering how they're going to wrap up Red Tide. What's going to happen to Ursula? What's going to happen to Elma? And is baby Eli going to make it? I mean, I was having the same thing. I was kind of like, it was sleepless nights. I was getting restless. All of my theories I was trying to put out. I was so excited. I was ready for a big showdown, and then we get that finale. At this point, I don't think that I feel like there's nothing that AHS can do to redeem itself because they failed so badly in my eyes last Wednesday. However, I am still going to watch it. I promise. Tonight, I think I'm not going to, stay up and do a Beyond the Horror or any of that stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm going to get my kids and my husband, everybody off to their day, and then I'm going to come home and watch it. I just have to say that I literally feel so duped by the ending of Red Tide that I'm not really excited to get into another story because I really cared about Doris. I cared about Harry, even though he was a jerk of a husband and a terrible father. And even though Alma was a crazy psycho kid from hell, I loved Ursula and Mickey and Karen, and I just loved the whole thing. I wish that they would have made Red Tide into an entire season. And if they would have still wanted to give us the same ending at that point, yeah, okay, maybe I would have still taken it. However, that last week was just so bad that I'm not excited tonight. Now, obviously, I know I'm going to be excited later. As soon as the time, I've just been so busy today. Literally, I have kids that needed reeds for their clarinet, new shoes because they just had a new one, or their shoes got flooded terribly in the rainstorm last night. Just, I had so many errands to run today. So I didn't even have a chance to even think about AHS. So now that I am thinking about it, I'm like, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow morning. It's okay. And so I do hope that I'll change my mind, but I'm not gonna lie, this hardcore fan is a little disappointed. And like I said, that's what I describe it as the equivalent to is when The Walking Dead did that with their finale for season 6. At that point, I was like, oh, hell no. They really are just trying to do this for ratings and not just for the show and not just to tell a good story. And that's what I really liked about American Horror Story and The Walking Dead, especially in the beginning, is that they didn't care what they were saying. I mean, they cared about what they were saying, but they were trying to say something important. They were trying to get a message out. They weren't trying to be the best show. So they were the best show without having any effort whatsoever. And now they're the best show because of, well, they're not the best show, but they're putting in so much fucking effort. Sorry. And it's just, oh, I mean, yeah, Roanoke absolutely didn't end so solid. Neither did really Colt, especially Apocalypse. I just can't get over Mallory and the whole SUV thing, but 1984 was still pretty decent. And I see out there that a lot of people really did not like 1984, and especially that they didn't even like the ending of 1984. That what I really see from a lot of people, from a lot of fans especially, is that it's like they didn't know what to do with the rest of the season. It's like they got all this stuff going, didn't know how to end it, and just shit on the whole script. So, I mean, absolutely. Um, guys, I really just am so sad from last week. We didn't, if you guys saw the theory video that Stephanie and J Love, their theory I made, I've been making, I'm actually, I want to announce it now, guys. I'm having special Halloween videos that are starting on Friday. So I'm really excited. Friday morning is when the first video is set to go out, and they are special Halloween scary videos. Just recommending movies and books, anthologies, trilogies, and all that stuff. So that will be coming out very soon. So get ready for that. I haven't told anybody. It's a little secret that I've been plotting on my time off and making these videos. So I really do hope that you guys like them because I put a lot of thought into them. So about tonight, let's take some of your theories, and let's take some of your comments. And I really appreciate you guys wishing Raider a very good luck. He is having dental surgery on Friday morning. He got a little cavity in one of his adult teeth. And so we've got to nip that right in the bud fast and get it fixed. So yeah, let's see. Mary, if you haven't seen the Death Valley title sequence, live react to it, says Jake. Okay, maybe I'll pull it up and do it. Yes, you are a Halloween master. That guy says, no name. That's not it for me. I hated 84 because of twisting real life people and making a mockery of it. I got you. Allie was saying R.L. Stein's Fear Street, the 16 book one. I hope it's on the list. Oh my gosh. I haven't finished the book ones yet, but I don't have it on the movie, so don't be upset with me. Let's see. No name, though, says people dislike 1984 because their favorite actors weren't in it, and that's all it was. And then Michael was saying how they're making a mockery of that kind of death. Absolutely. So I totally understand what you guys are saying about that. Eddie is saying that I think COVID made this whole double feature thing happen. It was also underwhelming by the Red Tide finale, but once they committed to it, they had to pare down the storylines. I do honestly wish that they would have explained a little bit more, such as I do get where the Pales got their jackets, but did Lark take pity on them and file their teeth And then what did she do? Give a card to the pail and say, hey, if any other like you need their teeth filed, just come over and visit me. And if I totally had any emotions right now, I'd totally be feeling something. Did she do that? I mean, and what was the point of explaining everything so in detailed in the beginning, but then missing out on certain important points, such as like when Ursula went back to the chemist with Alma and struck a deal together? I mean, I see that they wanted us to be like, oh my God, they're all in it together now. What a twist. I was more surprised with the Twizzler. And I really wanted them to do something more. Like, for example, what J Love and Stephanie said in the video that I made about. I wanted like Alma to even turn into a pail. That would have been awesome. Just some kind of justice. Even for the teachers to come back and say, girl, your dad's Harry Gardner and your mom disappeared and we know about you. We've been watching you. Did you kill him? Did you kill him? We're going to call the police and we're going to have you locked away right now. And then, Alma's locked away. Something, damn it, other than her sitting there and just eating his nuts. I mean, his peanuts, his peanuts that he had started eating. Alma killed him, and then she's just sitting there. Really? That's how we're going to get the end? And then the end of Ursula's story was the apocalypse. I don't even know what the hell was up with that. I mean, I guess I do kind of like it whenever American Horror Story shows us that the apocalypse is going to happen regardless of Michael Langdon or not, things like that. But dang it, it was so confusing. And I really wanted them to wrap it up to actually have Doris back. And one person did point out to me that the reason why there wasn't so many pails is probably because of COVID. They probably did not have the rules set aside for that time to have more than certain people on sets. So that absolutely made a lot of sense. However, what nobody can explain is why Doris wasn't there getting revenge with all the rest of them. Where was she? Was she like still eating squirrels in another piece of the cemetery? You would think that if out of anybody, Doris would have wanted to eat Ursula the most. And she didn't. Nobody did. She had these fake pills that she got from the chemist in a scene that we never saw. I love the show, but I'm not going to tolerate them completely changing storylines just to fit the narrative. So in that sense, why did Karen take the pill? Why wasn't it good enough for her just having a pill in her hand at that point? It was good enough for Ursula. Why wasn't it good enough for Karen? I just hate it. Like I said, when they manipulate and just break their own rules that they built in the story just to fit their narrative for the finale, it doesn't make sense. And so I can get why all of the pails really weren't there, but I don't understand why Doris wasn't. She would have been the first person there to get revenge on her shitey husband. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting sometimes these are live streamed, and I do have to watch my language in case you guys have little ones around. So in case if you guys do have little ones around, I might want to put on your headphones because I'm kind of going in a rant right now. But it just didn't make sense. Everything that they built up, and how could Belle and Austin go out so easy? They dealt with druggies, meth heads. I it's really sorry to say, but when people are desperate for drugs and desperate for that high, they will cheat, lie, beg, borrow, steal, or kill, even from their own parent. If Belle and Austin were so badass, how could they be taken out by just 6 pills? There were 2 of them. And I understand that Harry and Alma were under, the table and everything, but still, those pails were unarmed. Austin did the whole flip thing with his knife. That was badass from Evan Peters. Excuse me. But they were not badass or quick enough to kill 6 pails. Yet they can Like even in the opening when it showed Austin and Belle killing the beautiful drag queens that were making fun of Austin in the previous episode, there were like 8 of them there, and they killed them with no problem. No problem. One got away. One. And then you're telling me that 6 pails break in from 2 points of entry. 2 points of entry where they're hallowed in. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's not like they're all coming like at a vast circle around them. They're coming in from 2 entry points. You're telling me that Austin and Belle can kill a bunch of drag queens and men, but they can't kill a couple of pails. It doesn't make sense. It was just like, it's just one of those moments where it's like, seriously, stop changing shit just to fit your narrative. Stop trying to shock, stop trying to subvert our expectations. So just right now, I'm taking just a little step back, and I'm going to watch the episode tomorrow morning after, like I said, I have my husband and my kids all squared away for the day, and then I do have some meetings, and I have a book coming out in a couple of months, and ironically, it was 6 months, and now my book is coming out in 5 months. So no matter what I do, my deadline is coming fast. So there's a lot of important things that I need to do in order to get my book going, like graphics and stuff like that. So I just really think. Oh, you hear a loud beeping? Oh no. Okay. Guys, I am so sorry. I don't know what is going on with my computer. Something is up with it right now, and I don't understand. It is literally on its last leg. I do need to wrap up my. Oh my god. Okay. Shit. Okay. Hold on, everybody.